So, politicians are increasingly having their epiphanies on the way to Damascus. Their Saul to Paul moments. Basically, the moment when they realize they made mistakes and come to us apologizing. Whilst this is laudable, in some cases, it is downright ridiculous. One such Damascus moment caught my eye while I was away. That of the governor of Nairobi, who, soon after giving away the keys to the city, supposedly realized that he had made a mistake. From one rant to the next, he has told us that NMS is bad for us. He has raised the issue of militarization of the county. He's complained about the diversion of resources to this new entity that is running the city. All of which were raised by the residents of Nairobi in a so-called public participation exercise that was a mere rubber stamp on a process whose outcome had already been determined elsewhere and by others. That he has seen the light is not so much the issue. It is his reasons for doing so. That he was under the influence of alcohol and therefore wasn't in his right faculties at the time of putting pen to paper on one of the most monumentous decisions, one, for his career, two, for the residents of Nairobi, and three, one that was precedent-setting for the country in many ways. Worse still was how he got the said alcohol, that it was supposedly provided by officials at State House just before the handover process. Now, I don't know about you, but I have questions. Did he have a gun to his head? Is he saying he was force-fed the alcohol like a mother does to a stubborn toddler? He had no say in the matter? Also, I would imagine that he had been in discussions prior to the actual signing event, and he seemed okay with the whole process up until that moment, right? So no alcohol would have been required by this time. In any civilized society, democracy even, he would have resigned from that position altogether after making that claim and given up whatever little powers he has been left with. It also makes a mockery of the whole process, of his election, of Nairobi residents, or our society, for him to make this claim and still be in office, still be pursuing this matter in a court of law. While his defense, well, what will his defense in court be? Similar to the famous pop song, Because I Got High? Are we to assume that there could be other deals that were signed in haste because he was intoxicated? Should we just toss out every deal, every policy, every local law, everything in fact, and re-examine it all afresh? Because who knows, he may have been high. This is one joke too far, and it is not even funny. We're now scraping the bottom of the barrel here. We have set the bar for leadership in Nairobi and indeed the country at its lowest. How much more of this can we take? How much more of this should we take? When will enough be enough? Folks, by putting his claim about this in the spotlight, I'm not in any way giving the NMS a clean bill of health. However, I'm not sure that the governor of Nairobi is the one to take us forward or indeed reverse the process that is now well on its way. Who knows, he may have been high too when he made the claim about being high before. To the governor of Nairobi, we say, thanks, but no thanks. We can take it from here. We've got this.